Alright, we've just gotten our first look at the brand new Phantom Rider update and all the new cars coming. In this video, we'll break down every detail, go over the stats, and decide whether this update is a win or a flop. Let's dive right in. There are a total of 7 new cars, 4 coming with the Phantom Rider update and 3 in the season after that, which is the Black Friday one. I'll go over their max stats and how they compare to existing cars. Our first car is the Lotus Emea, a Class D vehicle that will serve as the Legends Pass car for both seasons. With a max rank of 2402, it's almost identical to the Toyota Supra, another Legends Pass car. The Emea is only 3 points lower than the Supra, but on paper its stats are slightly better overall, especially its nitro, which stands out as its strongest attribute. That said, the differences are so small that I wouldn't call the Emea a game changer, but it does seem like an average D-Class edition for new players. Next, we have the Aston Martin DBS 770 Ultimate, a high-end Class C car positioned between the Aranera Huayra and the Bugatti EB110. Performance-wise, it's very similar to the Huayra, slightly better handling but weaker acceleration and nitro. However, most high C-Class vehicles look good on paper and then completely fall apart due to awful drift physics like the SP3 Daytona and the AMG GT Black Series. If the DBS suffers through the same issue, unlocking it through its Grand Prix event will be a serious grind since you'll have to use this car throughout the event to qualify and have a chance at unlocking it. Our third car is the BMW M Hybrid V8, a 5-star Class B machine that ranks just 3 points below the Essenza SCV12 and 1 point below the DBS Superleggera. Fun fact, this is now the 4th Le Mans hypercar in Asphalt, joining the 499p Modificata, SC63 and the Glickenhaus 007S. Unfortunately, the BMW doesn't bring anything revolutionary. It's worse than the Essenza in every stat except top speed, where it's about 15 km per hour faster, at max without nitro. So while it's cool to have, it's far from the meta-defining. Expected in the Black Friday season. Now, for the car that I'm most conflicted about, the Pininfarina B95. It's an absolutely stunning vehicle and one of my favorite electric hypercars in real life, but its placement is frustrating. The B95 enters as another Elite A-Class car, sitting above the Mercedes Vision 111 and just below the Mercedes Silver Lightning. Stat-wise, it's actually faster than the Silver Lightning in top speed and acceleration, but falls short in handling and nitro. That said, I doubt its lower handling will feel as punishing since it won't suffer from the front tire physics bug that plagues the Silver Lightning. Still, we'll have to see how it performs in action. What's my main issue with this car though? The issue is, we just got the Silver Lightning as the A-Class King, and now Gameloft is immediately dropping another elite car in the same class. This puts my beloved 499p Modificata on the 5th spot of Elite A, at the risk of getting kicked out very soon. But I guess this is just part of the game. At least Alexa's electrified concept is out of Elite now. Meanwhile, Class B hasn't seen a new elite car in over a year, since the Temerario dropped 13 months ago. Seriously, where is the Lamborghini Phenomenal? Our 5th car is one that honestly left me speechless, the Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. It feels like we're looking at an ultimate aero clone, and I mean that in the worst way possible. Who in the world decided this car, a Mustang of all cars, belongs in S-Class, above both the Ultima RS and the Lamborghini Sian? Its top speed is mediocre, acceleration is poor, handling awful, and yet somehow it has really strong nitro. Based on the stats, the only possible saving grace is if it turns out to be floaty, which could make it decent in drifts, but otherwise, what is even happening here? Ironically, I call it a worse Ultimate Aero. And guess what? It's even following the same path, becoming a Spotlight hero car just like the Aero did. Talk about deja vu, but in the worst possible way. Next up is our 6th car, the Razor Algaia. Another S-Class vehicle with a max rank of 4,880, placing it above the Aspark Owl and just below the Rimac Nevera. Now, looking at the ridden stats, things don't seem too exciting. The handling looks poor, unless it turns out to be one of those floaty cars that feel better in practice. And the rest of the stats are pretty underwhelming too. I honestly don't understand why Gameloft keeps releasing overranked cars that don't live up to their class, or rank. Other than its decent acceleration, the Razor's top speed is below average and its nitro is weak. And overall, it doesn't justify a high S-Class placement, just like its sibling, the Razor Tartarus. This car will arrive through a special event in the next season, but unless its in-game feel surprises us, I wouldn't expect it to make a huge impact. And here's a very weird thing. If you search this car up on Google, you will not find anything, and I mean anything, not even a picture. I even asked AI and I could not find anything either, which mystifies me even more. And finally, our last car, the Koenigsegg 121, with a max rank of 5076. And this one really puzzles me as well. We literally just got the Moser Super GT in the current season. Its special event is still running as this video goes live. And yet, Gameloft is already dropping another 5000 plus rank car so soon. The 121 sits right between the Deuce and the Tuatra Striker, but honestly it's underwhelming. If we compare it to its sister car, the Agera RS, the 121 is slower, has worse handling and weaker nitro, though it does have slightly better acceleration. But here's the thing, if you went for the Mosler this season, I strongly recommend skipping the 121, because seriously, why would you bother? This car will also come in the Black Friday season. I'm starting to notice a trend with these new cars. While I'm basing all of this on the written stats, some of them could turn out better in practice, especially if the handling physics or drifting feel good, floaty and sharp. But if these cars perform exactly as they look on paper, then this update might just be a collection of average or outright disappointing additions. And I have a feeling I know why that's the case, but we'll get back to that later. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the breakdown so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're getting so close to 500 subscribers, which honestly feels unreal to me. Also, drop a comment down below with your thoughts on all these new cars. I reply to every single one, so let me know what you think. Now then, let's move on to the major events coming to this season. This season introduces something new, 2 spotlights coming in the season. Now that sounds exciting, but honestly I'm not optimistic. I thought the LEGO Spotlight was bad, but then the Event 7 Fold one somehow took it to a whole new low. So first up, we'll have the hilariously named Who Live Spotlight featuring the following cars. The Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD, the Lexus Electrified Sport Concept, the Noble M600 Speedster, the Honda Electric Syndrobium, the Nissan GDR 50 Italdesign, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the Glickenhaus 003S, and the Honda Civic Type R. The lineup itself is actually solid. I'm definitely looking forward to unlocking the freshly demodded Lexus, the Mustang RTR, and the Porsche, while starting up other cars like the Noble, Honda, and Nissan. However, as we all know, what truly makes or breaks a spotlight is its format, so we'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out. The spotlight will also come with its own spotlight pass, so expect some bonus rewards if you decide to purchase it. The second spotlight is the even worse named Cthulhu Spotlight, featuring the W Motors Lycan Neon Edition and the Porsche 918 Spider. I don't have much to say here yet since the details are limited, but this spotlight does seem to be tweaking the format slightly, which could mean some experimentation from Gameloft's side. As of now, we don't know if there will even be a pass for it or not. We're also getting a brand new EVO special event featuring 3 new EVO cars, including the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, and the BMW CSL Homage. It's a pretty random lineup, especially since most people were expecting the DBS Superleggera to be the next featured EVO car, but apparently not. Now here's where it gets interesting. This event mentions that it will help unlock the tuning of the 3 new EVO cars. If that actually means you can golden all 3 of them, that would be massive. Easily one of the best events we've seen in a while. But let's be real, we know Gameloft too well, so keep your hopes very low. Aside from the major spotlights, there are a few more events worth noting. You'll be getting the DBS Superleggera 770 Ultimate Grand Prix, the Razer Algaia special event, as well as the brand new EVO Grand Prix featuring the EVO-tuned Enzo Ferrari, which definitely caught my attention, because I'll be looking forward to see how this works. One event I'm especially thrilled about is the return of the Ultima RS Special Hunt, finally making a comeback. Then there's the seasonal revving event lineup, which includes some heavy hitters like the Koenigsegg Agera RS, the Mosler Super GT, the LEGO Technic Ferrari FXXK, and the Bugatti Chiron. And of course, besides these big events, we have plenty of the usual daily and recurring events, including the Star Hunt and Epic Hunt for the Pininfarina Nino Farina, a 70 Blueprint car. Since I already have all the epics, my focus will just be on getting the car up to 5 stars, potentially 6 if I'm lucky, this time around. Car Hunt's cars include Praga Bohema, Jaguar CX-75, and the Ferrari 599XX Evo. With all the events covered, let's take a quick look at the calendar so you can visualize when everything's happening. October 16th, Thursday. We'll kick things off with the Who Live Spotlight, the EVO special event, seasonal revving, and the car hunts for both the Praga and the Jaguar. October 17th, the Aston Martin DBS 770 Ultimate Grand Prix begins. October 20th, the Star Hunt goes live. October 29th, the Razor Al Ghaya special event arrives. October 30th, we'll get the Ferrari Car Hunt and the Pininfarina Nino Farina Epic Hunt. October 31st, the Jutulu Spotlight begins. Perfect timing for Halloween. November 5th, the EVA Grand Prix kicks off. November 7th, the long-awaited Ultima RS Special Hunt returns. A packed few weeks ahead, so it's going to be interesting to see how all these events overlap and how manageable the grind actually is. Keep in mind the season is going to be extremely resource heavy. We're getting a lineup of mostly mediocre cars, the kind that only collectors will sink heavy token investments into, while the majority of players will probably skip them. But here's the catch, these same cars will later act as barriers for future special events, just like cars like the Razor Al Ghaya. And then there's the Ultima RS Special Hunt, which will require around 42 million credits to gold and unlock. Keep in mind, the Porsche 935 Special Hunt is already ongoing, and that alone takes about 32 million credits to max out. So if you're grinding for the 935 and planning to go for the Ultima, get ready for credit farming like never before. And yes, that includes me. Other features include the 3D mode for a few cars, which include the Moses Super GT, the Razor Al Ghaya, and the Koenigsegg 121, which will allow you to check out the interiors of the three cars I mentioned above. And then we have the Ultimate Star Up, which are card-based packs that will allow you to add 1 star to any car you have in the specific class that is on the pack. All in all, I'm looking forward to this season, and maybe foolishly hoping that the events turn out to be balanced, fair, and enjoyable for all types of players, but we'll have to wait and see. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos like the dark side of every event in Asphalt and ranking all the spotlights, plus many more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.